Good job, Buck. Now you never have to play Mari B again. Unless for some reason you start going through normals in the game and then she's the only normal that you have left. But yeah, no, give yourself a pat on the back for getting through that, the worst shot in the game. And the worst part is it's not even like the shot itself is extremely weak. It's just the bomb is so bad. But yeah, so now congratulations, you've cleared UFO across the board on easy. I am not going to be mean and ban you from easy though, because you're kind of dealing with a different thing when it comes to UFO. But good job nonetheless. Yeah, I didn't mention that. I didn't mention. Oh, there we are. Oops, I wasn't sure whether or not I had muted myself. Yeah, it's a whole different ball game. Exactly, it's different across the board. But didn't hear a damn thing. I was wondering why you weren't responding. I was saying that congrats on clearing all of the shots on easy and never having to deal with Mari B again on your first real attempt. So good job there. I didn't mention it earlier in the week, but it sort of snuck up on me. 3 days ago was the 30th anniversary of the Northridge earthquake, which I lived through. That was an interesting situation. I remember when like the 20th anniversary came up, there was a lot of retrospectives and stuff on it. That didn't seem to really be the case for the 30th anniversary. But man, I had a friend who was sleeping over, and just he was sleeping on the floor in my bedroom, and I was in the bed. And just before we went to bed, he was like, I can't wait until tomorrow. So I woke up in the middle of the night. I've always woken up multiple times at the middle of the night, but I woke up and I rolled over, and the minute I was finished rolling over and getting comfortable, it started. So I woke up right before it, and then all you could do was just sort of sit there and hang on. And my bed was up against the wall, and by the end of the shaking, it was like 1.5 feet from the wall. I had a small little, I guess, chest height bookcase that had fallen over onto the floor. That didn't hit my friend if he wasn't relatively close to where my bed was. The infamous Northridge Meadows apartment complex that ended up collapsing was like, I want to say, a couple miles away from our house. Yeah, it was a 6.7, but, and because I haven't delved into this because, conspiracy theories and all, but there is a line of thought that it was actually closer to a 7 or a 7.1, but it was officially kept lower than that for like insurance purposes. But yeah, it was we didn't have cable for a while, but down in the den, my brother and I had an old black and white TV that we played. No, actually, it wasn't black and white, but it was an old TV that we played video games on, and it was an antenna TV, so we were able to watch over the air as they were like covering news and all of that. There was a good week where we had to bathe in ice cold water. It was really interesting. We lived behind a strip mall, so there wasn't houses across the street from us, but there was a sort of a brick wall that separated the backs of the buildings and the sidewalk, and that wall collapsed. And my brother and I were pulling out newspapers because, they would pack the wall with rebar and newspapers. And we were pulling out newspapers from like the 80s from the fallen rubble. It was crazy. just like thinking of living through that. And there are a number of like 5.0 aftershocks, and it was definitely interesting. I was I want to say about 13. I was in 7th grade, so yeah, 13 sounds about right. We didn't really get all that much damage ourselves, thankfully. Not a lot of people in the neighborhood either. It was mostly just stuff that had fallen off shelves. But and I promise I'll keep this brief. I'm not stalling at all. But it's funny when you live in Southern California, when you grow up in Southern California, how much it affects the way that you think when it comes to earthquakes. Because when I moved to Arizona here, it took me a good 10 years to stop me being super paranoid about shelves that might be high or things that might fall if there's an earthquake. You know, you got to make sure that it's protected against the wall and all of that. It's like it's a completely different line of thought. But I'll still take it. I'll still take something like an earthquake over yearly hurricanes or tornadoes and all. But yeah, so that was just a little bit of sharing. We would, oh yeah, and then one last thing too. The week before, we went on a field trip, and on the way back from the field trip, my friend and I and a couple others had resolved to go to the Northridge Mall on our day off school because it was a 3-day weekend, and we canceled at the last minute. We decided we didn't want to go. And that was the day that the earthquake happened, when the entire parking structure of the Northridge Mall, the parking, structure or garage or whatever, had completely collapsed as well. So we were like, oh, okay. But yeah, anyway. What the good stuff that came out of it, though, was that it was like one of the most studied earthquakes like of all, and so it led to millions of dollars of research and policy improvements and structural improvements. So a lot of good came out of it in the end. But it was definitely something interesting to be able to say that you experienced firsthand. I'll say that much. All right, Oh, DDC. Okay, I got you baited into something that I'd like just as much for once. Get a random magnitude earthquake. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yep, we got double dealed, double crossed. Still though, I'll still, because when it comes to an earthquake, it's all pre-prep, right? There isn't like a week of, oh, a tornado's coming, you gotta get in this, it's like you get your supplies, you stick them in a big trash barrel. Just make sure that you've got first aid kit, make sure that you've got water and all that sort of stuff. And there was water gouging going on too after the earthquake. But all you really do is just you get your supplies and prep, and then you just sit. Yeah, well, yeah, and in places like that, Fish, it's frequently more because of things like fracking. So at least you don't have the tectonic plates working against you in addition to it. Not to downplay the damage and stress that can come from earthquakes anywhere, but in a way that's sort of a homegrown problem. Wait, why did I pick normal? Yeah, exactly, Kion. It's at least, basically what it comes to is at least there's not a season for it. Ah! I did my best to... Oh no, did I miss a bomb piece? Oh, I could have sworn I swooped it up. Ah. You know what? You know what was really extra creepy about it too? Was on the fact that on the 1-year anniversary of the Northridge quake, Japan had that huge 7.0 earthquake too. Like literally on the 1-year anniversary of it, it happened to them. It's like, yikes. Yeah, you're lucky that you could sleep through it. I'm not like, you know, extra sensitive to that sort of thing, so, you know, there's really, other than it being amusing, there's nothing to the fact that I woke up before Northridge, but... Yeah, see, I'm not. I'm a pretty light sleeper, and I wake up a lot over the course of the night. I never sleep through the night. I'm lucky if I might, you know, wake up only 2 or 3 times. Usually it's just like you roll over and you're done, so it's not a big deal, but... That's probably a good thing that... Oh no! I dropped another bomb piece! Ah! Double dealing klutz. I also sleep with headphones, not headphones, earplugs. I sleep with earplugs. So, even if we have a few times we might have, like, movie lightning and thunder and, you know, in the middle of the night, I usually don't wake up because of it. Yeah, we're dropping stuff all over the place, Buck. Butterfingers. I suppose it's better than being Butterface. Yeah, Butterfingers. I remember growing up to the, God, what was it? There was the quake up north. Oh no, it wasn't, it was north for us, but it wasn't really all that north in the scheme of things. I think it was the Lander, I can't remember where it was. I also remember the one that was up in Northern California during the World Series. That was kind of a big deal. Well, see, the thing is, Kyon, that you know, things like north are so relative. You know, in Southern California, it's, you know, and when I say Southern California, I mean, like, specifically LA is where I was, right? But Southern California also includes Burbank, San Diego, Santa Barbara, all those other places that are, you know, technically south, but they're still north of other places because there's still like 3 hours of south of California from LA. And what we think of as Northern California when we're dealing with like Sacramento and Santa Clara and all that is practically Middle California when it comes to it, because you still got stuff much farther up north like Humboldt, so it's all completely your frame of reference. At one point, long ago, my friends and I were on a road trip, and we had crossed the border in Vancouver, and we asked, you know, just for fun, we asked a girl at the gas pump, you know, where do you think we're from? And when we told her we're from Southern California, she was like, oh, so like San Francisco? Which makes sense. When you're in Vancouver, San Francisco's pretty south. Ooh, I was getting a little spooky. I wanted to see how far I could take that, and that might have ended in tragedy. Yeah, man, California is huge. I've been most places in Southern California, but there's still, not in Southern, in California in general. But there's still so many, you know, little corners of it that I'll never be in, mostly because there's just jack shit in them. I mean, there's some frickin' like nowhere places. Like, I have no idea what the hell is up in the northeastern part. Probably, there's probably some big stuff up there. It's just I don't really know about it. Yeah, Eureka is way up. I've been around Eureka a lot because I had friends who went to Humboldt State University for college, so we'd be up in that area a lot. Eureka, Humboldt County, Yreka, which is endlessly amusing as a name. Yreka. Don't know if it was pronounced that way, but that's how it's spelled. Humboldt County is beautiful. I would never want to live there, but it's a really nice place to visit. It depends on what you would consider funny. Like most of the Southwest, it's strongly influenced by early Spanish settlers. Dirty words funny? Not all that many. Not that I can think of. There are a couple streets called Brainerd, which we find amusing, but nothing, you know. I can't think of anything at the moment. There's nothing like, you know, places called Intercourse or whatever. So always get a, you know, you know, an adolescent chuckle. Oh yeah, no, believe me, Zoda. I mean, you know, There's more than one reason that I had friends who went to Humboldt State University. It wasn't just the curriculum. But as somebody who, you know, who would be in the other room while his friends were occupied, it's still a beautiful place to be. The thing was that even back when we were there, the economy up there is so depressed that it was almost depressing the way the economy was there. Ooh, I might have been able to make that if I were braver. Well, other than a dumb death, things are fine so far. Oh! That got out of control. Oh! I didn't drop that bomb piece, thank you very much. Oh! Okay. YOLO. I think I've heard of that. Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah! Oh, jeez. What the hell? Yeah, the funny thing is I've only been around Sacramento proper a handful of times. It's much more common for my northern California junctures up there to be more along the lines of Santa Clara, because of Fanime. That was our non-local con that we would go to. I've only been to Davis once, too. because a friend's sister went to college there. So during a road trip, we stopped there. Berkeley once. Yeah, San Jose, which was really Santa Clara at the time. That was really where it really was. But they were trading off San Jose's name. Uh-oh. Well, that's new. Buck? Help? It just crapped out on me. I swear, I have had very good luck when it comes to this sort of thing, and DDC just up and crashed. It didn't like that I was cheating on her nons or something. What do I do? Like... Do I just go straight to the EX? Save us some time? No, I don't actually run TH-Prac. Technically I didn't 1cc, but what are the odds that I wouldn't have? Or I could just do a lunatic run, see, like 2/3 full of lives. Or I could just start from scratch at lunatic and get blown away. Probably would have 1cc'd, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't doing quite as well either, but allow the EX? Okay, we'll just save some time. That was very odd. I hate this part. Oh, good thing they don't have hitboxes. Woohoo! Damn it. I hate having to bomb that. Yeah, reminder that our 10-year anniversary is in February, so in about 4 weeks from now, we're doing our long show. Ten freaking years. And there's still so much I haven't accomplished. Including learning how to do this damn thing. Oh. Oh! I got robbed! Oh my god, I got robbed again! You saw that. Yeesh. I am oddly not as good at Raikou as I really should be. Even accounting for Lady, you know, Blue Lady Show being so difficult for me. Alright guys, give it a rest. What? Bomb to get a bomb piece. Classic Touhou strategy. I went right into that. I do not like this card. Are you shitting me? I'm not even getting any sort of error message. It's just flat out dying. Let's see this. Yeah, it's dying at the most at the most worthless it's just listing an application error, and the faulting module is ntdll.dll in Windows System 32. So thanks for enlightening me as to the issue. No. Well, that's fun. So let's just say that I cleared. Yay! Are you ready for round 3, Buck? I'm having zero problems other than that happening. All right, well, Buck is ready, so we'll hand it off to him for round 3. Good luck, Buck. Let's pray for game stability. Yeah, maybe. I mean, who knows? Anyway, good luck.